Real quick, my background prior to being involved with this company was corporate America and small business ownership. And like maybe some of you on the phone, I was a statistic in the corporate world, got downsized in the oil industry at a fairly young age. And I was just of the nature, if it happened once, it would probably happen again. So personally, I didn't want to enter back into that rat race where someone else determined really what my future looked like. And one of the things I think you'll be excited about is really a hybrid of what we've created with this great company, where you can be rewarded for the value you bring to the marketplace, not what someone else thinks your value is. And so what happened is 20 years ago, I was in Dallas, Texas, and I got invited out to take a look at a company that I had never heard of, a company called Legal Shield. And like some of you on the phone, my due diligence required me to look at some very important ingredients in regards to making a business decision. I'll share some of that with you in a minute. But what I saw 20 years ago was a company that was positioned in the marketplace like no other company I had ever seen. The product immediately made sense for myself and my family, and I felt if it made sense for us, it might make sense for others. I also, for the first time in my career, had access to a company whose product, good or service, really had no competition. And I knew simply from a timing perspective, we could do with Legal Shield in 5 to 7 years what it took my grandparents or parents 40 plus years to do in corporate America, simply because of timing, not because I was exceptional, not because I was smart, not because I was good. I had a belief. I was willing to go to work. I was always willing to go to work, was a hard worker, just needed a vehicle that was positioned in the right place at the right time. And here's what happened. Within 3 years, the company paid us well over 7 figures. Today, as you can see in the little bio here, what I'm most excited about isn't what my wife and I have had a chance to do, but what we've helped many, many, many other people do in achieving financial independence and, most importantly, time freedom. So over 30 people on the team have become multi-millionaires, 60 on the team right now, well in excess of 6 figures a year, some even even 6 figures monthly. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll just share a few things I think that made sense to us and will probably make sense to you wherever you might be in your due diligence of looking at this company. I'm going to talk to individuals from many different walks of life. Some of you are interested in the business-to-business opportunities that afford themselves through our company. Some folks maybe from a team building perspective like the idea of leveraged income. Others are just looking in their personal journey to maybe just make some additional income, part-time or full-time. We have and are the most requested voluntary benefit in North America. We work with small business owners. We service niche markets. This morning I was on with an insurance broker. They wanted to add this to their portfolio. I was also on with an organization that works with the Small Business Administration. They wanted to offer this to their current offerings as a value add for business owners. I mean, the list goes on. So no matter what your interest might be, we're very good at what we do. And ultimately what we want to do is complement the strengths and interests of who we choose to work with. And that always creates a win-win relationship. We know today that many of the best business models are simple, disruptive, and certainly noble. They're not easily duplicated. They utilize technology. And as some examples, let's go back to the days of Blockbuster. Many of you probably remember these days. Some of you on the phone are maybe too young. But we would get off work. We were able to walk in, you know, grab a video, go home, and just have maybe a night with the wife, the kids, and just kind of kick back. Well, look who comes into play. A major disruptor company called Netflix. All right. Their technology even made it simpler and easier and certainly more affordable, where now you no longer have to stop at a Blockbuster. You can simply come home, click on the TV, and order any type of movie or TV show that you might like. All right. What about this industry? You know, Amazon. They really have upset and disrupted the retail industry in general. Today, that company valuation is over $100 billion. And look at what Amazon has done, not just to the book industry, but to industry in general. We can look at Uber as another example. my question to many of you is, were you or did you ever have an opportunity to profit from being at the forefront of any one of those industries? And most people would say, well, absolutely not. Well, today you can, because the legal profession is very much like many of those older industries. In general, today it's expensive, it's very unresponsive, it's unaccountable. Think about it for a second. If you needed access or if you needed to talk to an attorney, whether trivial or traumatic, what would you do? For many of us, you'd go to the yellow pages. You would hope that you could find an attorney who practiced and had an expertise in the profession that you needed help in. And then you would find it very expensive and you'd find it very unresponsive. Well, we are the disruptive force and the innovator in respect to where 90% of the industry, or I should say market, who is priced out of having access to the legal community, today now has access. We've made it affordable, we've made it accountable, we've made it responsive. You can see this app on the phone right there, where today the working middle class can now simply tap that app and for less than a cup of coffee a day, have access to one of the top rated law firms in North America for anything they need personally, professionally, or financially. So it's simpler, it's easier, it's more affordable. And ladies and gentlemen, we don't have any competition. Our company has a 45-year track record. We were founded in 1972. We currently protect just under 5 million lives in the United States and Canada. We have a dedicated network of law firms throughout all 50 states and 4 Canadian provinces. And really, there's the founder of our company, Mr. Harlan Stonecipher. We're based in Ada, Oklahoma, as well as Dallas, Texas. And the whole idea in 1972 was to be able to find a way to give equal access to the legal community to that 90% of North America who was simply priced out of the legal system. When you think about it for a second, with the holiday we had yesterday celebrating Dr. Martin Luther King, think about the Supreme Court Justice Building in Washington, D.C., where it says equal justice under law. We all realize one thing: that's simply not true. While it feels good to talk about it, it sure doesn't feel good when you need it, because only 10% of North Americans can afford access to the legal community. At $250 to $500 an hour for an attorney, again, I think you could agree the middle class is priced out. Our vision is to provide equal access to the liberty, equality, opportunity, and justice that every human deserves and expects. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but suffice it to say, what we do is take a family like yours and put you under the protection of 6,900 attorneys in the United States, including, if you're in the Canadian provinces, the same concept up in Canada. And our goal is to give you legal representation and legal consultation in every area of your life, personally, professionally, financially, for a small monthly fee. So under the first area, you got advice, consultation, and representation. Pick up the phone or tap your app, and you can be on the phone with your attorney, unlimited in scope for the life of the membership, for unlimited phone consultation. We have unlimited contract and document review and preparation. We have auto coverage. We have a family law. We have IRS support. If anybody's audited by the IRS, we'll provide a tax attorney to represent them in the audit hearing. We have the ability, if you get a moving traffic violation and you receive a ticket, you can submit that to your law firm. Within 8 business hours, you'll have complete consultation. You can take a picture of it on your phone, submit it, and right there is basically the opportunity to have representation. Our goal is to keep points off your driving record. Points off your driving record means what? More money in your bank account. We also have the ability to have a will prepared. If I were to ask you this question, what would your answer be? But more importantly, what would the answer of 10 people in a room be if you asked the question? When was the last time you updated your will? 9 out of 10 people will look at you and say, I simply don't have one. Well, is it important to protect the ones we love? Absolutely. The state we live in is going to have a will for us if we don't have one, and I guarantee you, nobody will like it. The moment anybody becomes a member with our company, we're going to prepare that will for you, include a living will, durable power of attorney, and healthcare power of attorney the moment you get signed up at no additional cost. We also have that will questionnaire that can be started on the app with your phone. And we also have 24/7 emergency access. We took 65,000 calls from individuals who needed access to their attorneys last year before 9 in the morning or after 5 in the evening. It can be Easter, it can be Christmas, it can be New Year's Eve, whatever it might be. Our law firms are available to our members 24/7, 365 days a year. Okay, who's covered? It's an umbrella plan for the entire family. Love that part. And so the bottom line, and simply just kind of sharing what it is we offer, protection, peace of mind, saving families time and money, what would you choose? $250 an hour or about $1 a day with Legal Shield? And that's the simplicity of really what we do in the marketplace. We see the people, we share the story, people want it, people need it, people can certainly afford it, and we're the only game in town. As I transition into our other product, it would be identity theft. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here only because you know what's going on. It's in the media every day. It's a huge problem that we all face. And what we know is people don't want our money, they want our identity. We're the only company in North America that provides a comprehensive plan. Number one, 24/7 monitoring of all of that pertinent information, common types of identity theft. You can see it here: tax returns, medical claims, Social Security, driver's license, character criminal. You are guilty until proven innocent. We can have monitoring and alerts where you can put all your information in with Kroll, our company, and 24/7 monitoring and alerts. And then the big differentiator is complete restorations. We have 2,200 licensed private investigators that say this: they will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to make sure our identity is restored to pre-theft status. No other company has this type of complete or comprehensive benefits. Any other company that you're a part of is going to let you know you're a victim and then tell you what it is you need to do. And we have the legal component tied to it. So there's the two products in the palm of our hand on an app, and both those combined together are $49.90, $24.95 for the legal plan, $24.95 for the ID family plan. If you're an individual and you want the ID Shield individual, it's $9.95. You can have it as a standalone product. The majority of folks prefer the combination plan because of the low price and what it provides. Our contracts are month to month. And in wrapping up this morning, I want to talk about how we complement the 45-year track record, the financial stability of the company, the value proposition we offer, and the momentum today has everything with how the company rewards you and I for taking the product to the marketplace. If your background is in the insurance community, you're looking at anywhere from 40 to almost 60% of that annualized premium being paid to you as a complement to your book of business. If you're an individual that is looking at the business-to-business market, if you're an individual looking to take advantage of some of the team building opportunities in North America, then what we do is we start as associates, and every time you market that plan, you're going to earn $60. That's about 16% of that annualized premium. We have what we call 7 levels in our compensation plan. I'm going to go ahead and build this screen all the way up so that you can see it, but just stay with me. It's very easy to understand. In our company, you only go forward, you never go back. Once you qualify for a position, it's permanent. You don't have to requalify month after month, year after year. The way that you advance to the senior associate level is either protect 6 families, or if you're interested in the team building side, recruit 1 associate and protect 3 families, and you now advance to senior associate, and you now earn $120 every time you market the membership for $49.90. All right. To qualify for the manager level, protect 15 families, and you now get paid $140 every time you protect that family for $49.90. And you can see as we go through the plan, a senior manager earns $160, a director $190, a senior director earns $230, an executive director $280, every time they share that membership and protect the family for $49.90. Again, this can be on the employee benefit side as a voluntary offering, a possible fringe, or even a payroll slot. We have this when we go out to business owners. We have a business plan for business owners, and then we offer this to their employees as an employee benefit. We service other niche markets, from commercial drivers to law enforcement officers to teachers. So just a whole host of things available to individuals from different walks of life with different strengths and different interests. Our next area of income is called management overrides. Again, all Legal Shield said was this: if you have an interest in the sales and marketing opportunities and are interested in helping us expand the business through distribution networks in North America, no territorial restrictions, no geographic limitations. Should you share the business opportunity with someone else, teach them how to market the membership, protect families, you get paid an override on any membership he or she may sell. So you can see here, $180 is paid in total management overrides to someone who sponsors a senior associate from an executive director position. But let's just make it simple. Let's pretend you're an executive director and you build a team that markets 100 memberships. That's $5,000 in monthly overrides. Develop a team that markets 500 memberships and you're at $25,000 in monthly overrides. 1,000 memberships is $50,000 a month, or $500,000 a year in income. So again, the opportunity awaits those who want to build at any pace they'd like to build and at any level that you'd like to build that at. So that's the second area of income. And you can see that we also offer a whole host of other incentives. I like this because our goal ultimately is to help you qualify for the top pay level, executive director. Do it 3 months in a row, and the company's going to pay you an additional $10,000 bonus. You also see additional revenue available for just simply advancing through the very beginning levels of our compensation plan. The next area of income is residual income, and never again in my life will I do anything that doesn't involve residual income. Very simple. How would you like to own your book of business for the life of the customer, not the life of the job? You see, when I got downsized in the oil industry, all the business I brought to the company, they kept, and I had to start over. Well, guess what? Within my first 3 years of Legal Shield, from 1998 to basically 2001, whatever business was written by us and whatever business was written by our team, I'm still being paid on that month after month, year after year. As a matter of fact, 3 years into this, Darcy and I could have retired with a six-figure residual income if we hadn't done another thing. We just happen to love what we do. We believe equal justice under law should be a reality for North America. It isn't, and because of us, what I thought was an opportunity is now a responsibility to make sure that 90% of North America hears that they can have that same peace of mind that was afforded us 20 years ago. I'd rather personally see people live life on their terms versus someone else's. So as you can see here, every month a member pays, you get paid a percentage on every member you and your team has signed up for the life of that membership. All right, that's the residual income. We have a one-time startup cost of $99. You might be thinking, well, what's the deal there? Well, very simple. We're independent associates that have the ability to represent this product, good, or service. That one-time associate fee is an appointment fee for us to get started with the company. It not only allows us to market the services, but it allows us to have ownership to that book of business for the life of the customer. It's just one time. All right, if you're in the insurance and have an insurance background, whether it's the P&C or life and health side, there is no appointment fee for you because of the book of business you've already built. We have tools and everything made available to us with that $99 investment to build our business. When I also launched my environmental company in Michigan 25 years ago, I had all kinds of headaches that went with it. Many of you on the phone who might be business owners can relate. Whether it's employees, whether it's the capital and resources needed to start the company. It's whether you're writing the employee handbook, whether you're doing the hiring and firing, maybe you're handling the collections, maybe you're running the management, maybe you're working the IT department. because for most business owners, they can't afford to hire the people to run those departments. So they are everything to their business. Here in Legal Shield, everything's been created for us. We simply need to access these systems, these tools with that one-time startup of $99 and let these tools complement our interests in the marketplace, whether it's the videos, social media, websites, conference calls, whether it's the events. I leave Thursday for Atlanta, where we have our big super regional and training event for associates all over the Southeast to come in and learn in 2 days how they can take their business to the next level from some of the top producers in this company, to our international conference coming up in Oklahoma City in March. Whatever it is you need, we're very good at providing it for you to complement the direction you want to go. We also have a comprehensive website and e-commerce site to allow us to use everything we need in respect to just building and running our business. It's called Legal Shield Advantage. Our only ongoing expense is $19.95 a month. The first month is free, and you basically can operate as a CEO in respect to your business with having everything you need to monitor and really build your business with a complete enhanced associate back office. All right, more on that with the person that invited you. So our track record is proven. We paid $1 billion in commissions over the last 10 years. As a matter of fact, in 2017, a record year for this 45-year-old company, a record year, we paid out $125 million in commissions, trips, and incentives for our associates in the field. Different folks from different walks of life. So if you're interested in freedom and flexibility, being part of a noble cause where the financial opportunity is unlimited, having the time freedom to spend that with family and do the things you love to do and live life on your terms, we encourage you to join us. So please get back with the person that invited you. More than anything else, protect your family. Take advantage of the membership, get your will done, and experience the benefits that go with knowing in your back pocket are 6,900 attorneys, 2,200 licensed fraud investigators that simply say, we've got your back if something goes south, all for less than a cup of coffee a day. As far as the associate and the other things go, get with the person that invited you. We anticipate topping the scales from $500 million last year in annual revenue to over $1 billion in sales in the next 5 to 6 to 7 years. And we're looking for individuals, whether part-time or full-time, that want to live life on their terms and experience the benefits of what an opportunity like this affords many people. So thank you for the opportunity to visit. Thanks for joining us. I wish you all the success you allow yourself. And please get back with that person that invited you and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye for now.